Good morning. It is Monday, November 3rd, and that means two things. This is the 300th episode of the lighting industry news brief. That is 6 years of weekly releases, and I gotta say, it has been a ride. It has been something, folks. I want to thank Nailed, of course. We've gone through several board members in that time. 6 years is a lot, but everyone on the board, everyone on the new ambassador team, absolutely wonderful and supportive. The management side, the management company is a private entity that helps run this whole thing. We've gone through a couple of colleagues of mine. We've had 3 different administrators. They really keep me on track and on top of the ball. I would not be able to accomplish even half of this without them. I also want to thank you. I want to thank you for doing this, you watching, you reading, you supporting. Anything you did to help absolutely made this worthwhile. The lighting industry has been very kind to me, and I'm very glad to serve you. I also want to thank all of our sponsors, everyone who paid for an ad this entire time. Of course, absolutely. I also want to thank my wife and my dog. You probably haven't seen her, but you've maybe seen her ruffle the green screen behind me or heard her barking in the middle of recordings. My dog is great. My wife is great. They're wonderful to me. And I also, of course, have to thank Keystone Technologies, who have been the cornerstone, the keystone, the capstone, the best stone, not a lodestone. They are the guys that have made this happen the most and longest, and you should check the link in the description to learn more about their exit signs and all the things they offer. I opened this beer with every intent of drinking it, and I should do that. Oh. Yeah, that would be a lot better if I poured it. That would be a lot better if I poured it. I'm going to pour that now. Oh. Beer ASMR. There we go. All right, let's actually get into the news. I'm done having fun here. I'm done having fun. Let's get into the news, because Fulham has bought Nualite. Nualite makes lighting products specifically for grocery store displays, so a lot of refrigeration lighting, which is interesting. UPS has cut 48,000 jobs. This is part of a plan to just reduce their management top load as well as physical storefronts. So if you rely on UPS, rely on them more remotely in the future. On the tariff tracker, we have a new deal between the U.S. and South Korea. China and the U.S. have reset their tariffs to 47%, and the U.S. Senate has passed a completely non-binding vote to end tariffs with Canada. Man, you'd think they could do that for real. Maybe. That seems like a thing a Senate could do. I'm not a politician. Orion has secured a new contract with $47 million in infrastructure deals going ahead for them. This is probably with another major government agency. Q3 at Fagerhult shows that their net sales were at 2,027 Swedish kroner. That's up 5.6%. Sorry. 2 billion Swedish kroner, still up 5.6%. Q3 at Lumen Technologies shows $250 million in revenue. Hubel has raised their profit outlooks for the year. They are now expecting a profit per share at $18.20 each. Signify's share buyback program continues with 117,330 shares back with the board at 22.31 euros a piece, roughly. Q3 at Graybar shows $3.29 billion in net sales. Q3 at Wesco shows record sales. They are up 18% this quarter year over year. The U.S. has added 6 minerals to their critical minerals list. They are copper, lead, silicon, silver, rhenium, and potash. Most of those are related to electrical or electronic gears. Potash is specifically for agriculture. The EPA has approved a new copper mine in Utah. This mine will be sinking in San Juan County, and it's going to go ahead thanks to a waiver of an aquifer safety review. Rexel has launched a new sustainable development program with their new Sustainability Shapers program. Schneider Electric is updating on their sustainability impact report. They're doing fine on their self-imposed goals. In rep agency updates, Magnitude has picked MRL for Minneapolis and the metro area. Neo Architectural has partnered with Foss, Nura, and Made Specific. In events news, Leducation might be 3 days next year. Maybe. The link to the announcement went up 3 days ago, and then it got pulled like 2 days ago, and I can't confirm that on any other sources. That's just a rumor. Let me know if you know anything about it, guys. On February 23rd through 26th, the Association of Energy Services Professionals will hold their annual in-person event in San Diego, California. And we have a new webinar from I Belong Here about heritage in the workplace. That's on Thursday, the 13th of November at 9 in the morning. In IoT news, Samsung is proud to announce twins, digital twins, the process of creating digital proxies for physical objects for AI and robotics in their division. HomeSphere has partnered with Kickler. This is a new deal targeting home builders in the smart home sector. Cisco and Los Angeles have partnered on a new smart city project. This pilot project will offer free Wi-Fi in Crenshaw. And Alpharetta in Georgia has broken ground on a new smart city program. Street lighting, at least on one street for now, will offer Wi-Fi and collect data in a way that they promise is totally not creepy. In research and development, we have biophilic design for women. This is a workplace study from Egypt that offers advice for smart office buildings. Hex structures may improve micro LEDs. This new structure design from Xiamen offers better nits. That's brightness at the screen level. We have a new vertical GaN semiconductor. onsemi has built a new baseline for AI and or electrification using this semiconductor model. Battery particles glow. This is a new per DU point optical microscope study that points out that you can literally just point the optical microscope at an electrified lithium-ion battery and measure charge levels that way, if you felt like it. Dark matter glows, which is counterintuitive, I'll admit, but NASA has begun tracking gamma bursts and light emissions from the center of the universe. Penn State has studied the possibility of using street lamps as EV chargers. This new study shows how cities can support EVs and how they can scale up. Norwegian salmon farmers are testing new fish-centric lighting. They are adding UVB LEDs to boost vitamin D levels that were lost when they shifted to a better kind of feed. We also have a new piglet-centric lighting study. This is from the Martin Luther University of Halle-Wittenberg that plans brightness and CCT tuning throughout the day for the recently weaned pig. We have 6 new species of bats that have been found to glow under UV. Remember when we were doing that? That was like 2022, right? U of Georgia has added this 6 species of bats to the list of fluorescent mammals. We also have a new photoluminescent program for barcodes. This allows for better authenticity for, say, your concert tickets or your stickers at the self-checkout. This uses a new lattice of GD203. On the dark side of things, the UK has tracked nocturnal insects with a weather radar and found that there has been a steady decline in activity over the past 5 years. The Port Marine Laboratory is hosting a new summit on light pollution at sea. Alan is spiking the activity of parasitic flatworms. All flatworms are parasitic. Sorry for repeating myself there. The Korean Brain Research Institute has figured out why finches sing at dawn. We have circadian terminology fully translated into Arabic now. And something that is not sponsored, but if they wanted to, they could email me. LSI has secured dark sky recognition for 6 products. Also in darkness-related news, we have stadium lighting going up in Big Bend National Park. That is a park that spans Texas and Mexico. It's the second biggest dark sky park, but because it spans both the U.S. and Mexico, we obviously need lighting on the border. and that will totally be bad. It's light pollution. It's light pollution. All I can say about that. Charlotte County National Resources has announced the winners of its inaugural sea turtle lighting recognition program going to a condo development. The UK has published reminders on highway code related to LED headlights, reminding you mostly just to not turn all the way up to fog levels unless there's fog. The University of Cincinnati is beginning an audit for bird safety on campus after they've found 50 birds dead on campus in one night. In Markham, Ontario, IBM's business campus keeps killing birds, but they're working with an organization called Flap Canada to fix that. Bakersfield, California is pushing back on a proposed LDS temple. Again, like a lot of pushbacks on Latter-day Saints temples, that is related to the height of the building and the brightness of their uplights. Purdue University's Astronomy Club is calling for changes to campus lighting. Bourne, Texas beat Buc-ee's on size and signage in terms of zoning laws. Connecticut hosts events for Bat Week. Belgium hosts the Night of Darkness. And Lusatia, Germany, is working on new light pollution rules. In horticultural news, Big Guns Coffee is bringing coffee indoors, container farms, and they're growing them in the U.S., the continental U.S. This is normally U.S.-made coffee is from Puerto Rico or Hawaii. We also have vertical farms partnering up with German cafes to grow herbs and micro-veg on the scene. In recommended reading, all these links are on nailed.org. We have a breakdown of the most recent IES election. We have a call for more OSHA regulations. Windows 10 spiked the disposal of e-waste. Daylight saving time, which just happened, led to social jet lag. It's also bad for you financially. We also have a collection of myths related to daylight saving time that you can check out. We have Healthier Spaces with Bluetooth low energy devices. That's written by Simon Slupnik. I actually do recommend reading that. The DLC, the Design Lights Consortium, has published an article about how your feedback, not mine, shaped DLC 6 and Luna 2. We have the internet taking turns mocking JP Morgan's new slightly dystopian HQ. Their words, not mine. A discussion of why rep line cards just keep getting longer. We have 6 things from Acuity's annual report. We have how to create smart homes if you're a renter. We have a guide to not buying any new appliances if you don't want a smart home. We have an interview with Signify's Tony Costa and 3D printed luminaires. We have smart homes changing the risk factors for security. We have commentary saying that Signify needs to get more involved with designers. And we have a case study of Reach's office. In local news, Philadelphia has completed a streetlight plan that replaced 130,000 streetlights. ATCO is offering new grants to Albertan municipalities. Ameren is extending their incentives in Illinois. Edinburgh, Texas is getting streetlights after years. The Minnesota Department of Transportation is studying the possibility of removing streetlights in rural regions. Kankakee, Illinois is offering new security incentives. Fort Fairfield, Maine has a battery recycling program, but their landfill keeps catching fire from lithium-ion battery-related incidents. Don't know what to say about that. Opelousas, Louisiana is starting a new street lighting project on the interstate. Miramar, Florida has recovered stolen copper wire, as has Los Angeles, California, both of them in the tens of thousands of dollars of worth of material. The Michigan Amish consider buggy crashes to be the will of God, which is basically how all car crashes get treated, really. Kalispel Tribe in Washington is getting new grants for their infrastructure. OCAD University in Ontario is moving ahead toward carbon neutrality. Hudson, Florida is planning library upgrades. Tuscaloosa, Alabama is lighting their pickleball courts. Reading, Massachusetts actually has a $100,000 grant for pickleball, Hood College in Maryland is lighting their baseball fields, and New Orleans, Louisiana is planning new bridge lighting. This is the decorative kind. Internationally, Creston is opening up a new showroom in Belgium. Finland has seen a drop in vehicle elk collisions, and Eaton is building a new experience center in Dubai. In sports news, Charlotte, North Carolina, the municipality will be paying $650,000 for stadium upgrades to their NFL stadium. In People news, Brendan Lilly is named to the VP of E-commerce and Digital Ops at FW Web. Scott Buckley is now the head of marketing for North America at Ledvance. Rick Hurst is now the VP of Connected Lighting at Satco. Greg Taylor will now be serving as the regional sales manager for Light Efficient Design. Jim Toole is set to retire. The Beacon Award winners have been named. Electra has hired 3 new people in their sales team. Jesse Lilly is now the managing director at SGM Lighting. Ideal has picked Chris Baldwin as their CEO. And we also have a recap of 70 recent lighting moves by a number of people from Inside Lighting. And things that I think were fun or weird, you can build a ferrofluid lava lamp. You can turn gym equipment into an energy source. Did you actually know that the first treadmills were in prisons? Yeah, like they made prisoners mill their own flour with treadmills. Full circle, right? Full circle. You can turn leftover wine bottles into candle holders, and a discussion of what is a fandelier and why does Costco sell so many of them. Again, I want to thank you for your time, your attention, 6 years of this madness, and otherwise, enjoy your week and enjoy the music. I will see you when I see you.